Neil, it's defeat here today at the Vale. What did you make of the performance?
Game of two halves, really, Will. First half, I thought we started really brightly. Full value for our 1-0 lead in the first 20-25 minutes of the game. Thought probably we needed to take one of the next couple of chances that we didn't quite take to get ourselves 2 or 3-0 ahead, because we always know that in the second half, when teams attack down this end, we've done it to other teams, they've done it to us today, it can be very difficult to get ourselves out. I think also, could I ask any more of the players in terms of their efforts? No, I don't think so. We never try and look for excuses, or we just look for reasons. And ultimately today, we probably run out of steam a little bit the second half, because there's a bit of you probably tell from my voice, there's a bit of an illness that's been running through the camp this week, and we've had a couple of players missing with the illness, and a couple of people played who probably weren't fully 100% or anywhere near it. So kudos to them for playing and trying to get themselves out onto the pitch. And as I say, we probably just run out a little bit of a steam for a number of those reasons in the second half.
When their first goal went in, did it feel like that momentum was hard to stop?
Yeah, it did. Look, they were on the front foot, absolutely. We're disappointed, obviously, with the type of goals that we conceded, and that's something we've got to look to address in terms of where those goals come from, 2 from set pieces. So we take full responsibility collectively. That starts with us as coaching staff, manager and coaching staff, and then the players on the pitch to fulfill the jobs that they're being asked to do. So we have to make sure that we get that right, because we can't keep conceding from set pieces, because take those set pieces out of the game today and we still come away with a 1-1. So ultimately, it's something that we've looked really strong at in the last 3 games. The half of the game against Eastleigh and the 2 games against Altrincham and Woking, and then the first half today, not conceding in those 270 minutes of football. So to concede 3 in 11 minutes that probably changed the whole perspective of the game is disappointing. Aldershot are a good team if they get their tails up, and once the first goal went in, they were able to get their tails up and were difficult to stop.
The team bounced back after the defeats at Rochdale. Is it a case now of trying to replicate that form and trying to get the team back again against York?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a case of, obviously, we've got to get the people who were slightly struggling in terms of illness back as soon as possible, rested up and back as soon as possible. We've got to get the players that are not fit to play currently back on the pitch as soon as possible. We'll dust ourselves down and rest ourselves up, because ultimately it's important we rest and recover. And we've spoke about it after the game, that it's really important that we don't dwell on what's happened, and we ensure that this is one little blip on the back of 2 good results and performances, or 2.5 good performances from the Eastleigh game, and now we've got to take that into York, and we understand how difficult that game's going to be, but the preparation will start right away to make sure that we can give ourselves the best account of ourselves as we have done in the last couple of games.
In terms of Dom Hutchinson, took his goal well today. He's a player that's come in, looks really reliable for you.
Yeah, look, Dom obviously wasn't at the football club when I first came in. He was out on loan. Someone we really liked came back into the club, and we've been able to keep him. From obviously grateful to the club in terms of not sort of moving certain players out on loan to balance the books and stuff like that. So we've been grateful that we've been able to keep hold of Dom, and we felt that we could get something out of Dom and keep improving him, and there was a good player in there. We're showing that. He took his goal really well and good bits of movement, and unfortunately Dom's picked up a bit of a niggle that meant that he had to come off again. So we were a little bit walking wounded in the second half, and we probably run out of legs on that basis, but hopefully we can patch Dom up as well as some of the other players, and we can get them back to full fitness ready for Thursday and Friday.